Hello, everyone. Andrew here, Fixology. I know it's been a little bit, but like I said, and I think I mentioned in the last video, is that I was on vacation for a cousin's wedding, which the wedding was great. It was good fun. They had an ice cream truck roll up near the end of the night, so that was fun. I got myself a nice Oreo shake. So unfortunately, the other video that I wanted to post today is I'm still fiddling with the device itself. So I do have another video coming out. So I know this is going to seem like a filler video or whatever, and I get it, but it is going to be another tool or like the equipment that I use to fix stuff. And this one's going to focus on the mobile side because what mine is Fixology mobile repairs, which I do take repairs home and fix them here, but I do go out to people's houses and fix them to a certain extent. Like I can't do obviously something like an iPad on site or anything like that just because they take way too long, and then also the mess. I don't want to leave glass shards all over somebody's house. But a broken phone, or if I have a like a computer part, something that's small, not involving like the screen, like maybe just a battery or like a small ribbon connector, I can always do those on site, something like that. So I'm going to, I apologize. So I am going to show you what the mobile kit that I use is, and just explain a little bit about that. So it'll probably be a little shorter than the last one since obviously I don't carry around a welding kit with me or anything like that, but it's got some pretty basic necessities. So, well, kind of figured that would come in bad focus, but whatever. So I have a toolbox that I bought off of Amazon, just like a Stanley, normal, like, you know, multi. It's got two rows on it where you can just clip them and break them off. So I can click it, pull it up to the top, stuff like that. But the main thing is that I got it because it's two. I did some alterations to it. Main thing is that I guess you could say custom built, but it wasn't really that hard. But this is the mobile case that I use. Unfortunately, my camera is way too close to fully show it off. I wonder if I can just back it up a little bit. Let's see if, just for today, if that works a little bit better. Not really. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to suffer with it because this is my lamps right here. This is my lamp right here, and it's right in the way of the camera, so I guess I'm just going to have to deal with this for now. But once I open it up, it'll probably be a little bit easier. Anyway, I do have two layers to this, and this is just stuff that I can do repairs on site with. So the top just pops open and it flips, and then right on the top, how I have my organized is I have our Tessa tape, nice strong adhesive tape that's super thin, which is always great to have on hand. Right underneath that, I have my magnet pad. Just standard magnet pad. Again, I haven't erased that code in the corner because I'm lazy as hell. And then here's where it gets a little different is so what I did here is I kind of custom fitted everything, or at least what I can. So I have my iFixit kit here. I have my array of screwdrivers, and then I have a couple miscellaneous opening stuff. So, you know, you got your toothbrush for cleaning, marker for marking the magnet pad, suction cup, so if you need to pull up on the screens, guitar picks, tweezers, openers, small scraper, and X-Acto knife, another and then a SIM card tray popper, and then I got this nice little thing. It came in an InvisiShield screen protector thing, and it's just nice. So when you put on a screen protector, you can just squeeze out all the air. So I don't know if they still do this. Otherwise, you can probably replicate the same thing by a piece of plastic and some like felt tape or something like that. But what I did with mine to get it this way is I went to a hobby store, and there is like I don't know, what is this, like a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch foam, and I took a bunch of it and like 2 things of it, and what I did is I cut it out with my X-Acto knife and cut it to the sizes that I need. So now everything sits in there nice and neat and all nice and level. And then this would just go on top as a spacer, so I can put the put the magnet pad as well as all of my tapes on top of it. Sorry, that was getting in the way, bothering me. So went around, cut it out. It is 2 layers deep, which is what I figured out works for this one. But I also did remove on the top here. They did have a bunch of plastic compartments. So I did remove all of those with a Dremel, just sawed them all off, and then I sanded it down really well. Then obviously took the 2 layers, put one on top of the other, cut it down deeper if I need to, and then I hot glued it all in place. Not super good hot glued because I know eventually it's going to wear out. It's only foam. So I want to be able to have easy replaceability if something goes bad. So I fix a kit in there perfectly. Just got a couple spare microfibers and whatnot underneath it, so nothing crazy there. Oop, that one was stuck there. Got my, like I said, I got my full array screws. So I got the triple Phillips, the double, the 0, and then I got the big guy. So this one's probably like more used for computers. Then I have the triple flats, the double flat, the regular flat, and then the big flat as well. I have my tri-point, and these are the good ones. These are the ones that I posted. These are the ones that I linked in the last description of the video, which I'll probably end up linking the same stuff again, or at least the things that I use for this. And then this is just another version of the tri-point one, which this one's okay. The end stripped off a lot faster than I thought, so I have to get some replacements looking at it now. And this top part here, oh, can't really see it. There we go, okay. Right here, this top part has all my like spudgers and my openers. So my assessable tools, plastic spudgers, you know, just an array of sizes of them. Couple, come on brain. Couple tweezers, thank you. And got all that right in there ready to go. This will be where is a part on the top of here. I don't know if I can show it at all, but like right here, this is down. So you need to make sure this part here is a little open. So when you close it, it'll actually sink down and everything. But other than that, pretty much what I have for my top half of my mobile stuff. And then when I'm done, obviously it's a nice, easy thing to put back together. So I'm just going to shove all this back in. Make sure it's nice and even. Whoops, skinny ones on the side. And then I can clip it all down. It's good enough where it's not super tight because obviously it's just on a magnet pad and some adhesive, so it's not going to cause any damage. And now I will show the back half of it, which hopefully I have room to. Of course I don't. All right, well, let's try this. It's going to be really inconvenient for me, but at least you guys will be able to see what I'm looking at. Okay. So I'm looking at it upside down. Not the end of the world, just inconvenient. Here in the bottom, I just have a couple other spare tools. I have some microfiber cloths. I got my amp meter, so if somebody's confused, if somebody's worried about charging or anything like that, I got this ready to go. My alcohol bottle, which this one comes with a nice. I found the cap for it, so I'm not stabbing myself with it every time I open it. This is my electric drill, which I didn't buy it, so I don't have the history for it. So I guess I could do a little search and see if I can find one that's close to it, and then post that. And just miscellaneous stuff. This is a holder. Plug it into the lightning port here, and then you clamp that other end onto the screen so it holds it in place while you're doing stuff like batteries or like putting screws in. You don't want the flexes to get torn or stretched. For some reason, I have a random Galaxy S7 back glass, but I think this is... Oh yeah, this is the one that I removed the paint for. And I always thought it just looked kind of cool. So, and, the S7s are still around, so maybe I'll end up using it one day. Yeah. Anyway, a couple other screws in here, and then I got some reverse tweezers. These are the ones where you press down to get them to open. Kind of useful if like maybe your fingers are tired or something where you need to hold it in place for a while. So instead of holding it closed, makes it easier. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's gonna, like I said, it was gonna be a shorter video. I don't know why that's in there. Maybe I should go through this every so often. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be a much longer video, just because I'm not done with the other one. I'm having some issues with the device, so it's not the editing parts. Actually, I want to actually show that the device is working, you know. So it's a work in progress. We're doing it in little bits and series, that kind of thing. But going back to what we're talking about here is that this is the mobile kit that I would use. So these are all the hand tools. The only other thing that I might bring with me is possibly a hot gun, like a heat gun or a hot plate, which I do have both available. But I like bringing a hot plate, and I actually found a pretty decent one online. Just put that to the side. So I got this nice little small guy. I want to say it only ran me like maybe 30, 40 bucks at the time, but this is also probably about, I don't know, 2 years ago. So before like all the heavy supply issues were really affecting us. It might be a little more expensive now, but it's a nice, simple design. Metal plate, which I always like. I prefer more than the rubber ones. Adjustable temperature. It is in Celsius, so take that into account. You probably don't want it any higher than 80. On and off. It's a good size for it, so you can fit like a normal size phone on it, which I unfortunately don't. Oh, I have an S6 here, but like, you know, phone will fit perfectly on top of it. Even the larger Maxes, they don't even get close to the edges, so you get nice even heat distribution across the entire device. And then the cable that went through it. So pretty much I would just carry this with that small kit, and then I would have the screens in my vehicle, so I just got to grab a screen to go with me to the residence or the office or wherever they are. Well, hopefully I can get more of the offices, but yeah, it heats up real quick. It's a little warm, and it does have a fuse on the back, so nice little backup in case it goes out. You can always just replace that fuse. So the cost of that isn't honestly that bad. Granted, I did it before the prices all changed and everything, so I don't know what they're going to be going for right now. But at the time, outside of the iFixit kit, which, you know, those run like $60, $80, depending on which one you get, everything else, including the toolbox and the foam, I maybe spent $100 to $150 on all those tools. And I say maybe because I probably could have got a better deal on some of the other tools or something like that. Or, you know, I've replaced tools over the years because they do burn out and strip out all the time. I mean, heck, look at this. This kit came with 4 different tri-screws because they know they wear out, so they send a bunch of them. So only weighs like maybe 10 pounds at the most. The heater itself over there probably weighs like a pound or two, so you can carry everything you need with the screen, do it all right there, clean up nice and easy, and then you can be on your way. Or just, you know, for home storage, it's just a nice simple little kit, which I've always enjoyed doing, and I've always liked fixing stuff like that. So to me, it's a good investment. Although if anybody else has any questions or any preferences, or like what do I like versus what they like, what's better than this, what's better than that, you can always ask me. But remember, mine are just everything else is like yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. My brain doesn't work. Whatever you ask me, just don't forget it's going to be my opinion. So somebody will say something else is better than others, and yada yada yada. This is that. This is this. Blah blah blah. It just depends what you're comfortable with, and that's what I like. I like all the stuff there that I have in my kit and the hot pad. On top of, you know, it's one of those things, if I do see something that's like a better fit, like, you know, good example is these guys. We have the cheap ones. I have a bunch of those. I have a bunch of these cheapo ones, but the thing that I never liked about them is, one, they go missing more often because they're a lot smaller and lighter, but they're also a lot weaker. Like, this tip can easily break off like nothing, whereas this one's a lot thicker, and it's also deeper. So I know on some of the A-series cell phones, like for the Galaxies, these don't quite get deep enough. So I prefer these ones, and they go for a lot, and they're more expensive than these guys. Does this do the job? Yes, 100%. It will do the job. This is just what I prefer, something that's just a little more sturdy. Same thing, the Weehaw stuff or the iFixit stuff. Some people will swear by the iFixit the iFixit tools, and don't get me wrong, they're great too. I like them, but I just prefer having the multiple screw sets. So that way, instead of me having to, you know, grab the end, pop it off, find it, pop it back in, I can just go, all right, done, got the next step that I need. Although the iFixits do have everything you need pretty much in one go, except for the tri point. My kit, I realize, doesn't have the tri points for the iPhones, so that is a little annoying. But maybe I can transfer it from like another, or maybe probably what I need to do is I just need to buy a new iFixit kit. That one's from like 2000. Let's see, when did I last work for that company? That would have been 2016, 2015. Yeah, because I started working for them right when I got back from overseas, so it would have been around that time, 2015, 2016. And so that thing's approaching like 6, 7 years old, which as long as they're inside, they're not going to rust or anything like that. They're not going to go bad, but the parts do get outdated, and maybe the materials they're using now are better. I do like the newer black metal that they're using for it. I think it's an aluminum. I mean, the other one's probably aluminum too, but it's just lighter. The other one's more bulky and a little heavier on it. So if you're doing a lot of twisting over time, you could definitely fatigue your fingers. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Like I said, I will be having another video coming out hopefully in the next few days when I actually figure out how the heck to fix this problem, and then I can show you it, and we will be able to continue from there. Let me know if there is anything else out there that you would like me to attempt. I know I did have somebody request to do an A23, but those things just came out, so there's screens available, but nobody has a broken one, or nobody, there's nobody that's selling like a refurbished one that's for cheap. I think the cheapest I saw was like $250 or something like that, which I'm not going to pay for a brand new one so I can put a screen onto it even though it's not broken. So I'm just going to keep looking up until I find a broken one of those. So thank you to whoever sent that request. If you do have anything else, though, feel free. I'm also going to probably do the whole Game Boy cartridge thing. So I'm going to find a bunch of those that don't work and attempt to fix them, because I do have an old SP that I break out from time to time. So I'd like to have a couple more games available if possible. Anyways, you guys all have a great day, and talk to you later. Bye.